What is happening, Internet? Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles on KwingsLetsPlays, brought to you by Capcom, who provided a copy of this game for review, walkthrough, live stream, and crazy purposes. So, a few days ago...
Thank you, Capcom.
Yeah, thank you, Capcom. Also, welcome to our newest member. A few days ago, we had some crazy shenanigans happen in court, and then I started to lose my voice because of... You know, all the...
Luke had to do all
I did all the characters. I did everybody last time. So, today, everything should be working right as rain. But, hopefully you guys are doing alright. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, a reminder that there was a new video that went up, in a sense. We're doing YouTube Shorts now, a couple times a week. So, a YouTube short went up today. Yes, I have a list of things people want to see, such as You Killed Alfred from Lego Batman 2.
How would we even find those?
People are giving me the time codes and sending them to me through, well, some people through Discord are helping, as well as some people through DMs on Twitter and Facebook and things like that, because they like the shorts idea. But, yep, more shorts will be happening.
Luke, speaking of Discord, could you please put the link to Oh, darn it.
What?
Oh, some of our channel members don't watch on a laptop.
Okay.
So they cannot see the community tab to see the link to Discord or the link to any of the members' rounds.
But
their tablet doesn't allow them to.
But my phone, like, shows the community tab.
I don't know what to say, but... We're gonna have to get it to one member named Colson, and I think there was another member like several months ago that wasn't seeing it. I don't know how to direct message it.
After the stream, I'm going to post the August perks, like, in the community tab, like, so it'll be the first thing up there, and hopefully it won't get buried by too much stuff.
Okay,
but
thank you.
It's time for me to become Ryunosuke now. So I don't believe it. I had the jury on my side for once, for all of 5 minutes.
Oh dear, wasn't even 5 minutes, Runo.
Oh my gosh, Iris is back!
You're
Yay!
so bad as a lawyer.
My lord! I wonder if I might say something at this point, sire. Yes, proceed, Mr. Foreman, what's going on? I've been stumbling about in a bit of fog up till now, if the truth be told, but all of a sudden... The answer bally obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for it. Oh no, here we go. Very well, the court will hear from the jury.
Great to see you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will present your leanings as to the defendant's capabilities or whatever.
Guilty.
Uh-oh.
Guilty.
Oh crap. Oh no.
Guilty.
Guilty. Uh-oh.
Why would they all say it's guilty?
Something to do. Oh no! We have a consensus among the jury, it seems. Yes, when they have eliminated the impossible, whatever there remains must be truth.
That's my line. I read that for Harley. How dare he use it against us?
Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we're finished just yet. There's still more to this case than we realize. There must be, because there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain of. Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windibank. That's beyond any doubt in my mind. Very well. We will now proceed with the second summation examination of the day. Mr. Foreman, you are and your other jurors ready? Garab Squadron is primed and ready for action, sir. Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have now determined the defendant to be guilty.
Great to see everyone hanging out in the chat here. Summation examination. That's right, Ethan. OH says, oh no, they all voted guilty. Whatever will Ryunosuke do? We know what it is. It's time for a summation examination.
Yep, jury contention number 2. Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breed to law-abiding citizens such as us. Law-abiding? Uh-huh.
And Cassie says, yay, woohoo, Amber is back to doing Iris's voice. Thanks so much, Cassie. Great to see you guys. Princess Emmy, Cassie, Rebecca, Kiri, Tiger X, Ethan, Gogito, and Judd, and Tara, and everyone. As only 2 bullets were found in the scene, I would say the whole case is gone and dusted.
Oh, okay. You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here. Every which way you look at it, it was the pickpocket.
I never imagined this simple aberration would cause me such grief. The accused attempted a theft on the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead.
My ballistic expert. I have many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns.
Okay.
It would seem that there's little remaining doubt for right now. I have to admit it was rather bowled over by the argument put forward by the chap in black. But when that fell apart like House of Cards, I saw that I'd jolly well been hoodwinked. Well, no more! No, the whole courtroom is turning against me. I hate my life.
It's not fair.
Iris?
The prosecutor's being mean. Just because Giddy's done some things she shouldn't have done in the past, that doesn't make her a murderer.
Let me pour my alcohol. Look at the crimson color. Allow me to savor the fruity vintage while I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter. Here is to the truth coming out eventually. Where's my drink? That's enough. Counsel, proceed with the summation examination, please.
You're too young, Ryunosuke.
Man! I'll slap my face instead. That felt good. Now I'm all tingly. Yes, my lord.
Well, actually, if you were in Europe,
Yeah.
it'd be a different age.
Jury examination number 2. The defense's rebuttal. Again. Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breed to us law-abiding citizens. Oh, really? Alright. Just because Miss Lestrade has a history of pickpocketing, she must be guilty of murder? Is that what you're saying? Are all members of the British Army so quick to judge? I beg your pardon, sir. Are you mocking Her Majesty's Armed Forces, the greatest military organization in the world? No, I'm simply illustrating my point. Making assumptions about people because they're a soldier or a pickpocket is wrong and dangerous. Well, yeah, you might have a point there, I suppose. But let's not forget the girl had already shown she had it in her before, huh? She's clearly a criminal sort through and through. Can't deny it.
That's what we just said was wrong. To look down at people for what they've done in the past.
When you say that she'd shown she had it in her, are you referring to this? Exactly. Trying to swipe the only day earlier, Or am I mistaken? Not exactly. Given that I was actually there at the time, it's hard to refute that.
I've never actually seen the real thing. I can't wait to have a closer look at it.
Yep, of course. Dun, 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 dun. Mr. Sholmes did his caramel bars to make a copy of the disc, didn't he? And then ordered every type of music box he could find from across Europe.
But did we ever get the music box?
I don't know.
We still don't know what tune it plays, though, do we?
Nope.
Well, I'd love to see how the original compares to Harley's copy.
McGittle's disc, huh? It could be a clue somehow. Perhaps we should examine it in more detail.
I just realized Ryunosuke has the most lines in this game. As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted.
Oh, wait. Back.
Wait a second. Only 2 bullets were found at the scene. Well, you have 1 in the wall. 1 in Mr. Shop Owner.
Yep. You think there was a bullet inside Holmes?
Possibly because he was shot.
It's the number of bullets that has you convinced, eh?
Only 2 bullets were fired, and the 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police, of course. No, that's not true. When the parlor maids ask me how many are invited for dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings.
Well, that's logical, I suppose.
Although,
yes?
Sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like the fine china.
Does your employer dine with thieves?
So I suppose... If there was another bullet somewhere, of which we were unaware... I'd have to reconsider my position then.
A 3rd bullet somewhere on the scene. Could that even be possible?
It's possible! It's in Holmes!
Unfortunately, only 2 bullets were discovered by the police during their investigation.
Yes, I know.
Right!
And I don't imagine the good men of Scotland Yard would have overlooked anything at all. If I missed a bullet while I was cleaning his lordship's office, well, I should receive a sound scolding, I don't doubt.
Wait, is she the Chief Justice's maid?
What?
I think she is. And he should receive a visit from the police, perhaps. It sounds like a crime scene to me.
A 3rd bullet, huh?
It would, completely turn things around if, there was one, wouldn't it?
He says,
boy.
Ryunosuke can't drink that, it's blood flavored.
Ah.
Probably OH.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Do you think we might find one laying around somewhere?
You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here, which is... Hold it. I don't need to read them again. So, if I understand correctly, you need 2 pictures, the left eye and a slightly different right eye one, right? Exactly. When you can see the scene in 3 dimensions, woo, like this. So if you have 2 bullets, I don't suppose you see anything unusual with them. I think you'll find that no matter how much you squint, the truth of the situation always looks the same here. The only person who could have shot the victim is that girl in the dock. How can you be so sure of that? Think about it. The Skulkin brothers shot the great detective, didn't they? Yeah, that's been mentioned once or twice, Well then, surely it's coming into focus by now, isn't it? This is a waste of time. I'm not gonna change this man's mind anytime soon.
Oh wow, that's weird.
Yeah, I never imagined that simple operation would cause me such grief.
Oh, he operated on Holmes.
Would you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defendant's life is on the line here.
Well, the thing is, I couldn't really say that is nothing to do with this trial, to be honest.
Huh?
I mean, there's no question the man was shot, but the bullet had simply vanished from his stomach. It's quite inexplicable, don't you think?
Huh?
Vanished.
I almost don't want to ask, but the surgery you've been muttering about all this time, you were operating on...
Oh, what was that fellow's name now? Herlock?
Herlock Sholmes, by any chance?
Ah, yes! Good grief! It was that Harlock fellow, yes!
Nani? You're the surgeon that operated on Mr. Sholmes?
That's right. Using the very latest anesthesia techniques. I might add, it was a fairly major op, I can tell you.
This is crazy.
Let me see, the fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember correctly. They said he'd been shot by some criminal or other, so I opened him up like a shot. But the funny thing is, I went over his insides with a fine-tooth comb and I couldn't find the bullet anywhere. So I'm afraid I had to throw up my hands and just stitch the fellow back up afterwards.
I hate to state the obvious, but
Yes?
surely that's because the bullet is still at the scene of the shooting, right? The counsel of the defense is correct. As clearly shown in the photographic print, the bullet of that Skulkin brothers fired at Mr. Soames hit him in the stomach region. And then exited the body and lodged into the shop wall when the calendar was hanging on the door. I think you'll find it's really quite simple if you just consider the problem three-dimensionally.
Huh? Well, what do you think I am, son?
Well, juror number 4 is about the best I can do.
As soon as I saw the wound to the man's stomach, I flipped him over.
Like a pancake? Are you saying that you checked his back?
Of course I did. And there wasn't a trace of injury. No sign that the bullet had left the body at all.
What?
That's the whole point. The only logical conclusion was that the bullet was still somewhere in the man's innards.
Oh my gosh.
Which is exactly why I said about slicing him up. And still none the wiser, even now. How many times do we have to say it, young man? Can somebody please explain how it happened? Can somebody please solve this mystery?
It's almost as much of a mystery as how this jury was put together.
Well,
The mystery where that bullet ended up is infuriating. The accused attempted a theft on the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead. Stop. Oh!
Hang on a second. What do you mean you're in for a busy day?
Forget to say stop. Please excuse me. Stop. I'm a communications officer. Stop.
A communications officer? Does that have something to do with sending telegrams?
Everything from personal messages written by members of the public to latest news in the capital. Stop. I converted all messages into Morse code, tapping it up into the entire world electronically. Stop.
To the entire world, huh?
Thousands of miles of cable under the sea. Stop. Worldwide communication network. Stop. Information transmuted from all corners of the globe. Stop.
Ah, yes. She was getting equally worked up about radio waves or the like before, wasn't she?
I specialize in communicating information from government departments and newspaper officers. Stop.
I see.
I'm sure I have to wire the newspaper reports of today's guilty verdict later. Stop. No sleep for me tonight, I imagine. Stop.
So let's just finish the first trial, shall we?
Little mouse.
I am ballistics expert. I have seen many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns.
All right. Well, give us some information, dude.
I thought you were just a tourist.
Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take the bus to the Crystal Tower, please.
There's no way he's just visiting tourists. So, you're a ballistics expert. Who knew?
I have much experience with guns.
Ah!
I have lived through many, how you say, extreme violent bath of, blood of,
Extremely violent bloodbaths, perhaps.
Those extreme violent bloodbaths. English is very difficult tongue.
Considering the sort of people you associate with, I'm surprised you still have a tongue.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, if you have questions about bullets and guns, you may ask me. There is nothing I do not know. No mystery I cannot solve.
He's very confident in his knowledge of guns, that's for sure.
But, if possible, please only in Russian language.
He's not very confident in his knowledge of English, Ryunosuke. Though is he, Ryuno?
No, still, we should bear in mind he's our man if there's a mystery about guns or bullets.
But how can we magically learn how to speak Russian in 3 seconds?
So Von Zeeks has managed to convince everyone, huh?
When you have eliminated the impossible, he said, but he hasn't.
Huh? If you're gonna fight back, we need more material, you know? And we have to fight back. We have to return this trial around.
Yep. Rasputin, definitely Simon's.
It is possible that this who is here is supposed to be. I am going to pit juror number 4, the angry doctor, against the Russian assassin.
Yeah.
Those two statements clearly contradict the idea that all I do is put jurors against each other.
Oh, a ballistics expert!
Pitting,
On the night in question, Mr. Sholmes was shot by one of the Skulkin brothers. But since there's no sign of an exit wound on his back, we must assume that the bullet didn't pass through him. However, no bullet was found lodged in Mr. Sholmes' body either. Furthermore, a bullet was found lodged in the wall of the shop where Mr. Sholmes was shot. Juror number 6.
Hello, my name is Vilin. Vilin! Pleased to meet you.
His name is Villain.
Oh wow, that's not weird at all. This apparent contradiction in the facts that is so clearly troubling juror number 4. Are you able to explain the mystery now?
I have seen very similar situation in my motherland.
Huh?
It was a night, there was a blizzard. I was running away along the mountain road in freezing cold.
Golly! Oh boy, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
The snow was piling high on both sides of the road. It was very narrow and dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles, and they were on dog sleds.
Oh my gosh.
A mental note, don't ask too many questions.
I was shot from behind and I fell down in snow. And the situation was very similar to what I heard today from the doctor. They could not find the bullet in my body, and no sign of how you say exit wound.
Then, where did the bullet go?
Bullet never hit me.
Well, if it never hit you, then why did you fall down?
Bullet hit frozen wall of ice, very close to my side.
What?
One small piece, very sharp, broken away from lump of ice and pierced body. It made deep wound that looks like bullet wound.
Good gracious!
Of course, piece of ice quickly melted inside, and it was solution to mystery of disappearing bullet.
Huh?
Yes.
But that doesn't answer the question at all!
Huh?
Oh, the shooting happened in a pawnbroker shop. That's some snowy mountain road in another country!
Oh my gosh. Just an idea, but we might not be looking exactly at the same scenario here.
Yeah, there's no ice. Ryunosuke, how do you explain that?
Let's kick some ice.
Ryuno, why exactly was Hurley shot again?
Huh? Well, according to the report, in his tummy. Sort of around this area, I think.
Well, that's precisely why he always wears a little pouch on his belly.
A pouch? Actually, I might not have noticed something like that.
Yes, a pouch, Ryuno. It's where he keeps 3 glass vials of very dangerous chemicals that he uses in his investigations.
Nani? Really? Doctor, where is the pouch Mr. Sholmes was wearing?
Well, the fellow had nothing like that on his person when he arrives at the hospital, as far as I remember.
If I may. Huh? What is it? But I realize it is forbidden for the prosecution to interject during a summation examination. I am just over here getting drunk. I should inform the defense that I have the pouch in question in the antechamber outside the courtroom. Sorry?
What?
As I understand it, when the police arrived on the scene and found Mr. Sholmes injured, they removed the pouch in order to assess the wound.
Ah, thank goodness! I thought I was getting forgetful for a
Since then, it has been in my safekeeping along with other evidence relating to the crime. I can personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred. Very well then, while extremely unconventional during a summation examination, I must demand the prosecution present the item in question with all speed. Bring forth Sherlock Holmes' pouch!
That's right. We need to see it.
I see. So this is the pouch worn by Mr. Sholmes on the night in question, is it? Look at that! One of the files is broken and the leather around it is scorched black. It's almost as if it exploded. Exploded? So that night, the bullet from the Skulkin Brothers' gun struck Mr. Sholmes' pouch.
Ah, and it was the glass file exploding that caused the fellow's injury.
This bullet did not penetrate the victim, but was deflected into wall of shop.
A delightfully complex aroma. Well, it would appear one mystery has been solved at least. Though it was not no bearing on the truth of this case. Huh? The bungling and burgling brothers shot the detective and the accused shot the pawn shop owner. The printed facts of the case remain unaltered. What?
Oh, but at least the mystery is solved. I can sleep easy tonight. Thank you, young man.
Duh, thank you very much.
Glad I could help. Due to its bearing on its conundrum just solved, the court will sequester the scruffy pouch as evidence.
Harley's pouch isn't scruffy.
Sholmes' scruffy pouch has been entered into the court record.
It's not scruffy.
Now the summation examination. It would appear the defense is somewhat struggling to alter an opinion. Please, my lord, a little more time. After all, that's the new piece of evidence I need. It could be a valuable clue, and you can't afford to overlook anything here, right? There's still a way to turn this around, somehow. I'm sure of it.
But what? Like, they didn't even see what chemicals hit Sholmes or anything. OH says, word of advice, never mix chemicals with bullets fired from a gun near your body.
Yeah, they have explosive results.
Oof. Ben Sykes collects the blood of the victims and drinks it in court. Oh my gosh, Ethan. Yeah, those are all the people he sent to... I don't know. Well, let's examine the pouch.
Okay. Wait, why is there a...
That's what hit him. It's like a shard.
Oh, look! There's a hole in here in the back. It doesn't look like a bullet hole, but clearly something ripped through the leather with great force.
Something must have pierced it somehow to leave his hole behind. I mean, this hole.
Yes, it looks that way. Mr. Sholmes and this pouch both took a beating, didn't they?
Yeah, something... That vial. The glass! There should be glass in him.
It's really scorched badly here, huh?
Oh, the strap is broken. Look.
This must be where the bullet hit, then. Let me see.
Oh, the bullet is there! That means there were 3 bullets!
What the? Iris, look! Behind there, the broken vial. Do you see it?
Oh, that's a Skulkin Brothers bullet.
What a stroke of luck, it hit its pouch, huh? It's amazing discovery. What this means is... the 3 bullets fired at the window bank shop that night, not 2.
We found exactly what the juror was talking about. The 3rd bullet.
It's time to press that juror again, I think.
Whoa!
All right, juror number 2. We have something for you.
As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted.
Oops, sorry.
Only 2 bullets were found, of course, so the case is done and dusted.
I don't remember how to present the bullet.
Go back where you were. Present. Oh.
No, we have to press, I think.
Hold it!
It's the number of bullets. It's the number of bullets, huh?
Only 2 bullets were fired, and 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police. When the parlor maid asks me how many are invited for dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings.
Well, that's the logical thing, I suppose.
Although,
Yeah?
sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests, rather, like the fine china.
Does your employer dine with thieves?
So I suppose, if there was another bullet somewhere of which we were unaware,
Yes.
I'd have to reconsider my position.
Ah, 3rd bullet somewhere on the scene. Could that be possible? It's possible!
It's possible!
I can prove it!
We could prove it.
Allow me to show you, then, the 3rd bullet. Shazam!
Whoa!
Here it is. We discovered it just now.
Oh my god.
Yes! On the night in question in Winterbank's pawn shop, another bullet was fired. What? What is this new trickery, you Japanese conjurer? Where did you find that bullet? It was lodged inside Mr. Shom's pouch. What? You're really bad at your job of examining things if a high school kid can find it. This pouch was removed from Mr. Shom's waist before he was taken to the hospital for a shrapnel explosion. And since then, it's been touched by nobody. Except for me. I put my fingerprints all over it. What did you just say now? Well, we don't use fingerprinting yet. The shot fired by the Skulkin brothers that night. Yes, Your Honor. As your lordship has surmised, it hit the pouch. But that makes no sense whatsoever. We already know that the whereabouts of the bullet fired at Mr. Sholmes is lodged up there in the photographic print.
Nope, that's a different bullet.
Oh!
So 3 bullets.
2 guns from the scene have already been submitted into the court record as evidence. Yes, that of Mr. Winterbank and that belonging to the Skulkin brothers. An examination of both guns revealed that only a single bullet had been fired from each.
Oh!
But that must mean... That's right. We now know that on the night in question, 3 bullets were fired. However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from the scene of the crime. And until that incontrivable inconsistency is somehow explained, we cannot and must not pass judgment. There!
Oh my god!
Ah! You put the stake through my heart! Order! Order, please! I'd like some tea and biscuits. While the summation examination remains incomplete, the court has been presented with new facts. Facts that would appear to shake the very foundations upon which the case against the defendant has been built. Blessed! As in my, in my situation for this, I hereby temporarily suspend the summation examination. My Jupiter, he can do that? What? Bailiff! Oh, sorry. Bailiff, bring the witnesses back to the stand at once! Here we go again, with this runaround, with the skulking guys.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Witnesses! Governor!
Governor.
Were you listening to the proceedings where the defense carried out the examination, what now?
Do you want me to do one of them or no?
You could do the tall one if you want. You have a higher voice than me, so it makes sense. Perhaps we can dispense with the tedious, primable, simple answer of this one question, you fools. A 3rd bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime because I was too inept to look at the pouch that I had in my possession for a day or 2.
Ethan says, if a teenager is better than you in court, maybe you're in for early retirement, lol.
That is one of yours, is it not?
Go blimey, Gov. Go blimey, not a chance.
In that case, did you have an accomplice?
Oh, what? What? Never. The skulking brothers work alone.
It's just the two of us, that's our trademark. Didn't you say there are 3 brothers?
I know, right?
How soon we forget, poor Skulky. Only 2 of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in our evidence. The 3rd bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it?
That's an head scratcher.
I also want to scratch my head. Also, my beard is itchy.
It's hard with that weird,
Yes.
puffy, powdered wig on, my lord.
Oh, that's right. Wait, I'm not overcompensating anything. Counsel for the defense. Yes, your baldness. I mean, your weakness. Quiet! I would like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments. The 3rd bullet and the mysterious missing firearm from the scene. Whence it came.
Thinking back over all the testimony we've heard and all of the evidence we've seen, I think I'm starting to form a picture of what really happened in my mind. My lord, I think it's clear what this 3rd bullet tells us about the Skulkin brothers. They had another gun! They had a secret accomplice. I want they had another gun, but...
Yeah, 3rd gun.
On that night at Winterbank's pawn shop, the brothers must have been working with a 3rd man. The witnesses are clearly doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplice. But the evidence all points to the fact that there are someone else present, someone carrying a firearm.
Whoa!
I need to have my liquid courage. An accomplice, you say? Pig's will!
What now?
Big swill.
These protracted proceedings have hardly forced us to endure 2 summation examinations. 2, count them, 2! Yet in all that time, there has been not a murmur of a 3rd man. If this apparently wraith-like being exists, the court must be shown evidence. Without it, this fantasy will be crushed like the gauntlet in my hand. Yeah!
Whoa!
The prosecution demands answers on 2 counts. Firstly, proof, evidence that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime. And secondly, the identity of the suspicious character.
The Skulkin brothers are lying, I know that now. But, how can I ascertain the identity of the person they've been hiding?
Well, Consul, what do you say?
I'm supposed to prove the existence of this accomplice, and reveal the person's identity even. In response to the prosecution's demand, my lord, the defense is, ready to present an answer.
Yes!
The defense is ready, Your Honor. I believe I can provide all answers the prosecution demands. Probably.
So, my Nipponese friend, despite the swimming eyes, you seem to think you have something to say.
Oh my gosh.
This promises to be interesting.
My eyes aren't swimming, they're just nervous.
Every time I hear him say
Ow!
my Nipponese friend, it reminds me of Pink Panther. My little...
No, don't finish that. That sentence doesn't work in this day and age.
Oh my gosh.
I have to push forward, there's no other way. I need to use every single piece of evidence available to me if it will make a difference. Amber's talking about the Peter Sellers Pink Panther, not politically correct Steve Martin Pink Panther.
In that case, Consul, I would ask you to present the evidence without delay. On the night in question and the moments leading up to the death of the victim, what proof have you that there was a 3rd intruder presented at the scene?
VG Shine says, have we examined the disc yet?
Have we examined the disc?
We don't even have the disc. Oh wait, we might have it. We have a copy of it. What evidence do we have that there was a 3rd intruder? Well, I mean...
The blood samples, probably.
Yeah, because we see several different blood things.
The evidence is right here in this portfolio. The answer is right here in the portfolio, Your Honor. By Jove, that portfolio again, is it? Stop looking at the blood of the court. I mean, not that I'm obsessed with blood, but what do you expect the court to rifle through your papers itself? Be more specific.
Amber's Rocky the Squirrel. Bullwinkle.
Yeah, kind of. You claim one of these blood samples proves the presence of this third intruder. Well, which one is it?
Oh boy, Bullwinkle. I don't know which one it is. What are we gonna do, Bullwinkle?
Oh my gosh, Amber.
Gee.
Um,
I can't do a Bullwinkle voice, but I can do Rocky the Squirrel.
Take that!
what am I looking at there? This appears to be some green paint or such like around the bullet hole in the middle of the calendar. That's bloodstain, my lord. Bloodstain?
Oh.
Green blood! Curious and curiouser, even for you. Is the court to understand that the intruder was some inhuman creature of the night? It's something developed by Mr. Herlock Sholmes, Your Honor. By the great detective?
The new invention. Stop. Yet not appeared in stories. Stop. It's this, you see. It doesn't have a name yet, though. It vulgar sprays a chemical that reacts with the different elements in people's blood to change its color.
Different elements of people's blood?
Yes, everyone's blood is slightly different, you see, because it's made up of different elements. By seeing what color it changes to, you can tell in a flash whose blood it is.
Oh, that brings a whole new extra dimension to looking at blood!
Talk of blood in the courtroom. Stop! Very exciting. Stop!
Alright, as an example, this one shows the blood of the victim, Mr. Windibank, right? Ah, a striking blue color, yes. Yeah, well, you see the green color of this blood stain on the calendar, too. Shows that somebody else was shot in the main part of the shop.
Somebody else.
Now, hold fire there, young man. Could it be from the unrelated incident, couldn't it? No, it's not unrelated, sir. What? The date showing on the calendar is the date on which Mr. Windibank was killed.
True.
By golly!
Yep.
Therefore, we can assume that whoever was shot on the same day.
Then whose blood is it?
Well, the Skulkin brothers in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries.
It's their brother.
Which means it must be the blood of somebody else, the third intruder, in fact.
Objection!
Whose identity the court is still waiting to hear. You can't delay this any longer, my learned friend. Who is the alleged intruder? Eggs Benedict.
Oh, it could be, though.
Well, I mean, this guy's dead. She's in the court. He's missing in action. She's back in Japan.
Yeah, and
He's
was
in the
creepily
court.
in there before.
That would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
In
Your
the court,
boss.
in the court, in the court. Not in the court.
Take that!
Eggs Benedict.
The name's Eggs Benedict. What, Benedict? Who on earth are you talking about, Consul? He paid a visit to Windibank's pawn shop on the afternoon before the incident took place, Your Honor. When the accused attempted to deceive the pawn shop owner into releasing this article into her possession. Blah! That's right. What? The man identified by the defense, Mr. Eggs Benedict, then attempted to take on the article from the defendant by force.
Yeah, you're right.
Broker? Yes, sir.
Yep.
I believe this filthy pickpocket has just redeemed an article from you know. Yes, quite right. The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once.
Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull?
Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say... An exotic box disc... any music box disc, too. Quiet! Words. Inspector Gregson was there at the time and can attest to what happened as well. In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc. Can you corroborate the account, Inspector?
It was Dr. Eggman.
Yes, well, my lord, that's more or less what happened, yes. And in the interest of being thorough, I asked Winterbank for a print showing the fellow. Taken from, this red-handed recorder, grubbiness. Yes, that's him I'm talking about. And you claim the man in the brothers is the accomplice? Well, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
Never seen the geezer before in my life.
All my life, Gov, never seen him. Well, somewhat unsurprising, it appears our witnesses disagree with your assertion. Yes, they like to lie. I am sure your lordship recalls from the learned friend actual assertion, which was that the court proved the identity of the alleged accomplice. Yeah, and I can. Then show us the evidence.
Wait, Thomas finds your exotic box disc funny.
I agree. We must see proof that the clean-cut gentleman in the photograph is the filthy criminal that you say he is, then.
Well... This is the last piece of evidence, I suppose. I've had a feeling that something has been missing in this trial from the very start. But now, I'm gonna drag it kicking and screaming into the courtroom. Are you ready to present your answer to the court then, Consul? Yes, my lord. The defense will prove... wow. Yes, my lord, the defense will present the evidence now. Proof that the man pictured in this photograph was in fact the person struck by the third bullet.
People said we have to examine the disc, says Tara.
Examine the disc? Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I mean, we didn't even get to use our little proof thing on it.
Oh, Bruno, look! This is blood!
Yes, you're right. Just a small smear, but definitely blood. Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before.
Haha! Then it's time to shine again! I thought I'd be waiting forever! Alright, hold still with the disc, Bruno. I'm gonna shoot you!
Wait, what? Can we get this done quickly, Iris?
Oh, it will be fast and painless. Boom!
Thanks,
Green
Tara.
blood!
Oh, a lovely bright shade of green again.
Huh. Wait, that color!
What is it, Bruno?
It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it? The blood samples portfolio has been updated in the court record.
Wait, what is the color green? Oh, okay. I guess we're doing something else then. We'll do that later.
Okay.
Proof that the man in this picture was in fact the person struck.
Blood
Do
samples
you think
again.
it will be the blood samples?
The proof is right here again in my portfolio, Your Honor. Good gracious, the magical portfolio again. It contains the answers to every question posed. It is magical and very interesting. I see you share my interest in colored liquids, my Nipponese friend. I prefer the color red, for obvious reasons. Enough! The court demands to see further evidence of the blood. I mean the evidence.
He just wants to see more blood.
I have a hobby with blood. I mean, which blood sample proves the man you identified was shot by the third bullet at the scene of the crime? Dun, 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 dun,
He
dun,
was shot
dun.
by the third bullet because he was already bleeding.
That's right. As I mentioned before, on the afternoon of the day in question, Your Honor, the defendant attempted, deceitfully admitting, to reclaim his disc from Windibanks.
Which then the after-mentioned Eggs Benedict appeared on the scene, I believe. This man then attempted to take the article from the defendant's possession, yes?
That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at the time of this. It was following this that a minor incident occurred.
Well, of course, sir. Here is the disc for you.
Very well.
It's her disc.
Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style.
Wait a minute! That disc! It's mine! Give it to me!
Ah! What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal!
Even though he's wearing gloves.
Yeah, how did that happen?
I don't know.
Must be a very sharp disc. Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal edges over its surface. Those protrusions caused by Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed a lot. Somehow through his gloves, but we'll just ignore that. And the resulting smear of blood is still visible on the disc now.
Goodness, a blood stain, is it?
My assistant and I have just analyzed the blood stain here in this very courtroom.
Oh, using my trusty Fogger gun!
Yeah! And we added the results to this portfolio.
I say!
It's grain.
It's exactly the same color as the blood around the calendar. The evidence is conclusive, Your Honor. The man calling himself Mr. Eggs Benedict, who was in Windibank's shop earlier that day, is the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that night. Dun dun dun.
Oh my god!
Look at the two brothers now, they're sweating buckets. Oi! Who are we talking about? It's boiling in here. My lord, it's the opinion of the defense that Mr. Eggs Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify.
Yes!
It would certainly seem that we can ill afford to ignore this gentleman's apparent presence.
Objection!
I object! This has gone on long enough now. This flagrant ignorance of mechanics of law.
I'm sorry, what now?
Sherlock Holmes, you say? Yes, I have heard the name before. The protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes, a god of deduction or of some such. And now you employ chemical substances devised by this fantastical persona in the highest court in the land. Do you expect us to take you seriously? These samples made by this plaything are not fit to be called evidence. So the blood stain turned a shade of green. What of it? Here's to you successfully proving no other blood in the world would turn the same color.
Well...
And pray, do not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Holmes' word for it.
Oh, wow. Well,
He's right, Mr. Holmes' concoction is rubbish. I don't know, I mean, it is a great detective.
What are you all talking about?
Oh, no!
Things
He's
are
saying
looking
his
bad.
evidence doesn't make any sense.
I knew it would come to this. Of course, Mr. Holmes' invention isn't going to be recognized as by any official body. But what other choice did I have?
I had too much coffee.
I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said before.
Father, what now?
About how he was temporarily suspending the summation examination.
Ah!
In other words, the examination isn't over yet, is it?
Good gracious! Oh, my Father Christmas! What did you just say, young lady?
Father Christmas.
Does that mean you want to sit on my lap? Wait, no, that's going a bit too far. I'm not Biden.
And in summation examination, the decision as whether or not the trial continues. In the hands of the 6 jurors, isn't it?
Blah!
Oh, so the way I see it, it doesn't matter what certain people think of Harley's invention. At least, not for now.
Ah, yes, she's right.
That's right. It doesn't matter. It's as long as the jurors, it means something to the jurors.
Young lady, you have quite the devious mind.
It really just comes down to one thing. Whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury are convinced by what you say, Bruno. Is that about right, would you say? Or did I misunderstand something?
Huh. Unbelievable.
She doesn't need to prove it to the judge, and she doesn't need to prove it to the prosecution.
Just the jurors.
They just have to prove it to the jurors, so it doesn't matter. If he doesn't think it's good evidence, it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with him.
Mm-hmm.
This is all about the jurors.
Yep. Mr. Shom's partner is a force to be reckoned with.
Iris Wilson, sharpshooter.
I'm not Father Christmas.
She is smart, Goki.
Yes. After that shrewd statement, the situation from an entirely unexpected source. It must be acknowledged that the previous summation examination has yet to reach its conclusion. This is absurd! Blah! Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court now looks to you for the final leanings in this matter. Oh! As proud citizens of Her Majesty's Britain, I am sure you will come to fair and just conclusions. My hands are tied. Very well. So then, state your final decisions in turn, please.
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Not guilty.
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 Not guilty.
Whoa! Dun dun dun.
What?
Two called guilty and 4 called not guilty. Such is the outcome of the summation examination.
Objection.
That's not fair, my lord. With all due respect, this is an outrage. The prosecution refuses to accept this decision. Too bad, so sad. On what grounds?
Yeah.
If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender to real police work, even though I totally missed the bullet inside the pouch I had in my possession for 2 days, then they are too ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of another's guilt. We did find a 3rd bullet, you imbecile. I'm sorry, Lord Dracula, but the outcome of the summation examination cannot be ignored. That's the rules. This trial will now continue. There! No, this stake went through my heart. The stake of inconsistency. Nevertheless, we find ourselves in a rather awkward situation once again. The defense has very reasonably requested the subpoena of new witnesses. But, sadly, I fear that will be impossible. What? The name the gentleman gave for himself, Eggs Benedict, is quite clearly false. I don't believe it. Just when I managed to prove that the man was there that night. Dang it.
They know his name, though.
Could I say something? Who's that, please? Who spoke?
It was me, Lord.
Juror number 5. What have you to say, madam?
If possible, Inspector.
Me, ma'am? Yes, what is it?
I wonder if you might show the photograph print to me again, the one in which the gentleman is shown.
Right, yes. This one you mean, Mr. Benedict?
Stop. Yes. Stop. There is no doubt in my mind.
Juror number 5, you don't mean to say you know this man?
Yes, I know him.
Oh gosh. What? Good gracious! My beard got stuck in my finger. Order! Order in the court! Juror number 5, how on earth?
I am communication officer. Stop.
Huh? As we can clearly see, so?
The gentleman in the photograph is... Stop.
Yes, what?
Also, a communications officer. Stop. He works in my office. Stop.
Nani?
Whoa.
A very talented operator, in fact. Stop.
What in the world?
He should be in the communication station right now. Stop. Tapping away on the telegram. Stop.
This doesn't seem right somehow. I can't put my finger on why, but it doesn't feel right.
I suppose we all imagine the accomplice would be some sort of hardened criminal, you know? It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day whenever he gets up to at night.
Oh, thank you for the super chat.
Thanks so much for the super chat, Thaddeus. You're breathtaking.
Yeah, I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I felt like something was wrong. If the gentleman is at London's communication station, we should be able to subpoena him within the hour. Probably. Lord Van Zeeks, if you please. Yes, my lord. I don't like this at all. Make the necessary arrangements with all haste, please. As your lordship bids. The court will recess for 1 hour. When the new witness arrives, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony.
Oh, wow.
I know, right? It's crazy.
But this guy doesn't even feel like he could hold down a job.
Inspector Gregson? Yes, my lord. What is it? I would like to hear from you specifically about the events at the pawn shop on the day in question. Come to my chambers during the recess. Yes, my lord. Very well then, court is adjourned until 1:40 p.m. That is all. Ta-da. To be continued.
Oh, wow. That was amazing.
That was really good. All right, guys, that is it for today for this one.
Aww.
Yeah, that was really good, though. That was a perfect place to stop and everything.
Stop.
Stop! Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, to check out our mailing list on KwingsLetsPlays.com and to leave a comment after the video post. It will help us out a lot. Thanks, everyone, for watching. 17th of April, 12:41 p.m., the Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber.
Yeah, we're gonna save this for next time. It's always good to make backups just in case sometimes our internet gets a little crazy. But
Internet getting crazy. Stop.
So we posted our first YouTube short. If you guys want to check it out, there is a thing on the community tab about that, as well as I'm going to update something else for people who haven't gotten their membership perks. So we'll post that stuff. No, back to title, yeah. That was crazy. Mario and Luigi will be starting up around 6:45, 7 o'clock today. And then there is a Smash Brothers community stream tonight. But anyway, people, that is it. That is all for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles today. Ace Attorney will resume tomorrow. The same, like around probably 4:15. I do have a vascular surgery appointment tomorrow, but I should be back in time before probably 4:30 at the latest. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you again, Capcom, for providing a copy of this game. We're enjoying the game tremendously. And we hope you guys are liking the live series.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow around 4:15 for the next exciting episode of Ace Attorney Chronicles. And we'll see you guys in about a half an hour, 40 minutes for the next stream. God bless. Happy gaming. See ya. Thanks for the super chats, Thaddeus. See ya, everyone.